Hello everyone, it's Andrea and welcome to this edition of Talks in the Car. This morning as I was traveling to work, I was thinking about just how good God is, and I've been being very intentional about my prayers and asking God to increase my line of communication with Him, to increase the sensitivity of my ears so that I can hear Him better, to increase the spirit of discernment. Because you know what? We always want to be better. We always want to be better for God. So I made a decision that I wanted to be intentional about my prayers. I wanted to seek God and to know God in a deeper way. Why? Because I want to be better. I want to be better for Him. I want to be a better witness. I want to be a person who is able to show my love for God, to demonstrate my love for God in a deeper and a more profound way. And so in order to do that, my prayers had to be intentional. My thought process has to be intentional. My daily activities and the habits and the things that I do every day have to be intentional in order for me to move forward in the level that I want to be in God. And I want to encourage you to be thinking about where you are in your relationship with Christ, where you are in your communication with Him. And I want to challenge you today to take it a step further, to increase your prayer life, increase the time that you talk with God, increase your time of worship, increase the time that you spend in the Word and you spend in study. Increase, move forward, move up higher, so that your relationship with God is not something that plateaus, is not something that stays the same, is not something that is stagnant, but that you continue to grow, you continue to move forward, you continue to increase your relationship with God. Because it's so easy just to stay where we are. It's so easy to stay in that same position. It's kind of like if you think about your retirement plan or your savings plan. You know, it's one thing to be able just to put in X amount of dollars from your paycheck each week and to keep that going. But if you want to increase, if you want to see your money grow, you have to take that step and increase. Every year with my retirement plan, I try to increase the percentage of what I put in so that I can increase what I have, so that when I am ready for retirement, that what is there will be more than what it is right now. And we have to have that same mindset when it comes to our spiritual walk, when it comes to our relationship with God, that we don't want to stay in that same place. We don't want to stay in that same position, that we have to work in order to move forward, in order to get to that next level. And so that next level for you, maybe, you know what? I just read a little bit. Now I want to read more. You may pray just a little while, but now you want to pray more. And like I said, I have been very intentional about wanting to have a deeper relationship with God. I realized and I discovered that I didn't hear from God as much as I used to, as much as I did. And there was a time in my life where my communication with God was so acute. You know, I would talk, I would listen, He would talk, He would listen, and it was a back and forth dialogue. And then I realized that as I kept moving on, I was hearing less, I was talking less. And probably about a good couple of weeks ago, I began to feel the burden. I began to feel the void of not having that relationship between me and God in the realm of communication that I used to. And the same way that when you are in love with someone, you have that relationship, you crave talking to them, you crave hearing from them, you crave the text messages, the phone calls, the notes. You crave that communication. And I found myself craving hearing from God, craving seeing what He had to say to me on a particular day about a particular situation. And so I knew that in order for me to get to that place where I am hearing from God more consistently and hearing from God clearer, that I had to be intentional about seeking that goal, about pressing toward that goal. And I can remember, and I can think even now, there are times when I want to talk to a particular individual, and they could be on my mind, and I think about them often, and my heart hurts sometimes when I don't talk to them, or when I text and they don't respond for whatever the reason is. Something is going on. They may be busy, maybe working, maybe doing some content, and I don't hear from them, and how it bothers me when I don't. It bothers me that we don't talk as much as we used to, just because, life has been busy. And I want to have that same feeling when it comes to God. God, I want to miss you. Or better yet, I don't want to miss you, God. I don't want to be in a place where I don't hear from you, where I'm not looking out to hear from you, where you don't hear from me. God, you shouldn't miss me, because I am always talking. I am always communicating. I am always reaching out. And so I want to encourage you, and I want to challenge you. If you feel that your relationship with God is in kind of like a low point, you're not where you used to be, you desire to be further along in your relationship, or maybe you are at a place where you are content and you're satisfied, let's go for higher. We should never be in a place where we are just content with where we are with God. We should always be striving for more. We should always be pushing for more. We should always be in a place where we are seeking a deeper, more profound, more a stronger communication base with God. And so again, I challenge you today to make that step to deepen your communication with your God. You have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you next time on Talks